Yeah, I'm back and on the touch bases on it again. Like that could have been something great or better than what it was. I just saw that, to me. I just don't like to see Christian rhetoric. When I see the Christian rhetoric, for example, I came back to comment on it as far as this goes, and then I'm really about to go ahead and do my Shabbat lesson because I'm Abiyah and Yah is my father. This is no propaganda behind that. I worship in spirit and in truth as I was born to do from the day my name was written in the book of life, in Yah's book of life. But it just hates to see me where people flip the thing about prison because that's Christian rhetoric. And I say it to you all, you Christians. I don't know if Mr. Kwame Brown is a Christian or not. I'm not, and I call Mr. out of respect. I'm probably older than Kwame Brown. I remember his debut with the Lakers. I was a huge basketball fan. Didn't have a bad game myself coming up. My point is this: it sickens me when Christians or even Muslims too, but more so Christians are good for this. They're good to use the prison system as a crunch of negativity against anybody that's trying to speak anything near the truth. Let's get something straight. And I'm talking to all you Christians out there, and Islam too, but all you Christians, because it's all a branch off of the truth, not a branch off of a mimic of the truth. Stop trying to downplay people that have been through the prison system and trying to say how much of a slave industry it is, and and I'm before I lose track of this. People will also say, well, if you say that you fared well in prison or by defending yourself or you didn't have too many things to worry about in prison as far as like you didn't live a bad life in prison as far as like if you and I'm speaking hypothetically, I'm saying if you didn't have to beg nobody for money and you had $1,000 in your account and you were able to get things from the outside, like I was in the Not Growing Finance, we had designer shades and stuff like that, real sneakers and stuff like that. Um, when I was smoking tobacco, cigarette stuff, like if you were able to make anything comfortable about that situation, how are you glorifying prison? Christians need to be the last ones to say anything about somebody glorifying prison because it comes from Christianity. Many of the dreadful things of this world and people that this world have held down on this world or have had a place in this world, y'all's world, they were Christians. And then y'all clowns are quick to say, even if you say you're not a Christian, you're a Christian because you're going along with the rhetoric. Y'all always talk about Jesus Christ. Another thing I was seeing was funny about Mama's cooking. Is Mama's cooking voodoo? Maybe I should be quiet, but is Mama's cooking, is anything to do with sorcery? Because you got a guy on your podcast that's denouncing sorcery. The things that are in our scriptures, whitewash or otherwise, are true. And what my father said is evident, is true. Because prophecy is being revealed every day. But back to the jail and prison system, like you Christians are the ones who developed that system. And then y'all always try to use it to flip to say make everything negative of what somebody says. Now, that man did not say the thing to do was to go to prison versus having a wicked jump shot, as B.I.G. said. Be that as it may, y'all both came through the struggle, but y'all paths were clearly different out of the struggle. Period. Everybody has a different path. Everybody's name is written in the book of life. You do not have the same path. Whether it comes out of poverty or if you had a silver spoon in your mouth, if I said that saying right. So I saw it quite egregious. I found it quite egregious how Kwame was trying to flip everything the man was saying. When he said, I'm not a kid, he tried to go into off to some, another realm, I'm going to say, another thing. You got a guy talking about he's a Native American and we weren't all slaves and you agreeing with that. That's Christian rhetoric. You Kwame Brown and your guy, because you got to go along, get along, gang, I see too. That's Christian rhetoric. That's Christian rhetoric. Everybody who are descendants their forefathers came on the bottom of slave ships. It ain't Pan-Africanism or nothing like that. It's the truth. And truth is being revealed every day. But I just can't stand the Christian rhetoric. If I'm wrong or whatever, what I'm saying about Kwame, I'm not trying to. I'm not in this for views. I'm in this for truth. I'm in this for truth. I'm in this for truth. I'm Abiyah and y'all is my father. I'm in this for truth. You know what I'm saying? My small outlet, I talk about y'all and pit bulls. It is what it is. It's not too much you can tell me about a pit bull. I'm a Carolina kid. Um, Game dog breeding capital of the world. And I'm not clout chasing in any form or any measure, but it's just crazy how like Christians use that prison system, and you guys are the ones who created the system. Christians are responsible for everything that are shameful and heinous in this world. A Christian is behind it, and you Christian Negroes just make it worse. But I knew something was funny about Mama's Cooker. Mama's Cooker always talking about Jesus Christ and stuff like that. And y'all know that's a prophesied delusion. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to subscribe to Hassan a couple of times and resubscribe back to him just to try to get information and stuff like that, man. And I agree with some of the things he said. That Kwame said about he always talking about rocking a snot box. A snot box always getting rocked, but it's just prophecy being revealed. Evil eye against evil eye towards one another. Either eye towards one another. That comes to that they might meet up and fight or whatever. That's crazy too, but I agree with Hassan a lot of what he said. Like, hey, you accept my apology or not? I mean, you got him up there for a spectacle. You didn't want to get no clarity, accept no apologies, or not accept no apologies. That was all for a spectacle. And you never answered that man's question when he asked you about the boule or doing anything with the elite. So that's why y'all wonder why the man said that don't compare him to him. First of all, they both come from the struggle. Apparently, I come from the struggle. I come from poverty. Like, so I'm not even gonna get in the poverty race. I can't get no poverty pimp points from it. Like, so I'm not gonna get into that. You know, so I'm from the dirty South. You know what I'm saying? Just like Kwame. Kwame's from the dirty South. That's the dirty South. I'm in the Southwest right now. The guys get mad about telling me that this is the Wild West. This is not the dirty South. Now we let Bun have that. You know what I'm saying? He shot it out Outcast somewhere in there. CeeLo Green is a member of the Dungeon family. He the one that came up with the slang, the dirty South. That comes from that camp. But this is the dirty. I'm from the dirty South, so I'm not gonna get into a level of how poor I was or I wasn't. But I will say this: like, I just can't stand the Christian rhetoric. Like, he obviously is playing using the prison system the same way the Christians do it. The same people he talk about, the same person he talk about Jesus Christ. That's their game. The prison was invented to lock us down and lock us up. So if somebody has to go through that, which I've been to prison or whatever, but a lot of things about prison is a myth. Like, everybody ain't ass to ass and cheek to cheek and all that shit. I know not in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's like a CEO was telling a girl in intake when I was in jail. Unfortunately, not glorifying it. And she was asking about jail. I'm not gonna call the young lady's name out, but it's like the CEO told her, and some of the things he said was true, and this was definitely true. Jail is like TV, but it's not, and that's the best way I can put it. But it's just the Christians have been praying on that jail card for a long time. When the people that you worship, the white people that you worship, and Kwame, you always talk about white people this, white people that. As long as you talk about Jesus Christ and you worship Jesus Christ, you are worshiping white supremacy and you are worshiping your curse. And for you to agree with a man talking about, that's right, damn right, I'm an Indian too, you a Geechee, man. Learn yourself, man. Learn what a Geechee is. And for the guy talking about American Indians and you are American and stuff like that, it said that we are here in the land of our captivity. So my father's not lying what he's saying, obviously. Look around what's going around the world. I'm not gonna bring it up because you guys are gonna say, oh, that's happened, this happened because of that, and that's happened because of this, and the mice are in Australia because of this, and stuff like that. Y'all go against everything that Bible says because y'all are worshiping whitewash. So it don't surprise me some of the tactics that Kwame used, and it don't surprise me some of the tactics that Hassan used. He's a part of Islam. It's a mimic of the truth. We learned some truth from Islam, you know what I'm saying? But it's a mimic of the truth. So y'all can see this video when I put it out. If I put it out, y'all get to see this. I'm clout chasing or whatever, but I'm just calling it how I see it, man. I'm a part of worshiping in spirit and in truth, and really, I'm not even gonna be condoning or not even condoning. Cause I definitely don't condone many of the things that I see on YouTube, but I'm just gonna stay out of these things. And some told me not to make this video, but some told me to make it. Because I find that very egregious. Let me find out Kwame got his own get along game. You sound right side-ish, Kwame. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care, man. Whatever, man. Hey, you can say what you want to about me. You ain't gonna get no cool points off me because I'm gonna get my cool points when you see that cloud of Sawstone and Jasper come by. No, that's my people. That's my get along game. You understand what I'm saying? And that go for the Hassan Campbell people too. That's who I'm with. You know what I'm saying? So prophecy is being revealed every day. But the Christian rhetoric, man, it's sickening, man. It's sickening how people always play off of the jail and prison system. That's another dreadful thing that was a part of our curse and that was created by our captors in this land. We are in the land of our captivity with that guy, Indian, black as me, talking about he an Indian. So learn about the Native Americans. Learn about who the reparations are going to and why they're going to a certain amount of people, because those people were whited out. Some of them were Israelites too. Indian relics were found, so-called Indians, because the people weren't Indians, but I'm going to just say it like you said, y'all are Indians. Some of y'all relics date back to Israel. But you don't know that because you don't know yourself. But I'm just even before I got into church, I just found I'm just a living Bible parable. So I'm not gonna get too hot or heated about it. But I stand by worshiping in truth and in spirit and in spirit. And we are definitely in the land of our captivity, and everything that's been prophesied to the great prophet Moshe and our other great prophets is coming to pass every day. People are still denouncing who they are and what they are. It's crazy. That was crazy when that was over the top for me, Mama's Cooking. When the guy come in talking about you're American, this, you're American. I'm in the land of my captivity. Now, the men of Eber and the sons of Ham have been traveling the world for eons. So they was already over here. But majority of those people got whited out. My grandmama beat Brockmento. She was a real Cherokee Indian. She was black. She was a black woman. But some of her family and stuff more light skinned than the guy that was speaking out from Chicago, and that yeah they were. But it is what it is, man. But I'm in the land of my captivity, and like I said, if the Most High, I'm not gonna call him God, because I'm not one of the prophets who. I'm not trying to break anything down in terms or in reference for you. It is what it is. If the Most High Elohim, my Father, my Abba, was a light switch that I'm looking at right now, everything that He said has come to pass and is coming to pass. So for you to say that, try to tell, and then what kills me about what makes it really sick and demonic, he is right, really trying to. Come on, it's imaginary. You can't overshadow and say that sorcery is imaginary. See, that's how we got over here. That's how we got over here in the bowels of slave ships for trying to partake in sorcery. Now, the white man is using your own sorcery away from it. So, in the mind, using your own sorcery on you. So, in your mind, you're still at Master's feet in the church house. That's where your mind is. You're at Master's feet in the church house. No telling what you did to get in the church house to sit at Master's feet. Oh, Lord of Jesus. Oh, Lord of Jesus. Y'all are sick, man.